Now we're getting up close to the charge, which is 300 degrees. Now everybody has a different philosophy in what temperature to charge. Some like to go all the way to maximum, like 430, but we're going to charge this at 300 degrees. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pour this in the hopper. Some people will pour it in and let it preheat, but the heat does change the coffee. So some people that are very particular, they don't want to do that until it gets really close. And so I've got my charge in the hopper of the roaster, and I'm opening this up because I just passed the 300. Turn my flame off just for a second, and because I'm distracted by doing the video. So okay, 304, there we go. I'm starting my timer. I'm dropping the coffee. I'm charging it, dropping it into the drum. We have to be careful with our terms because we have dropping it in the drum is called the charge. Dumping it out of the drum is the drop. And so we want to keep those terms. Different roasters use different terms, so I'm trying to envelop the roasting experience to something that you will relate to. Okay, I've got my timer going. I'm at 37 seconds. My temperature on my drum, I have two temperatures. I have my ambient temperature and my my bean temperature. My bean probe is measuring the temperature of the bean. But you notice it's dropping. Well, the bean is not actually dropping because it's heating up. But for the probe to read that, it takes a while for the ambient temperature and the bean temperature probes to catch up to the actual temperature of what's happening in the coffee. So it's going to drop, and we call it hitting bottom, but it's really going up. So that's something you have to put in your head as you roast, what's really taking place. Okay. I'm at 179. 180. Okay, I've hit bottom and now I'm starting to climb. The bean temperature is going to climb from here on out. Not even though it is warming up as we go, the probe is just caught up with what's going on in the drum. So now I'm at 185 and I'm at 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes. And usually you hit bottom around 2 minutes on that roaster and a little less than 2 minutes on the smaller roaster. It's kind of confusing because the bean probe is in a different position. It reads out different. And to get the same roast on that, I may be at 408, but this one may be 420. So you have to make those mental adjustments roasting from this roaster to the batch roaster. Okay. One thing I do want to talk about in this particular roaster, the arc roaster is a very cost-effective roaster because of its being manufactured in Asia. But one thing it does have right here is it has a Bluetooth that will reach out to a phone or a tablet or a computer, and it will chart. You can download and get a chart for when it drops all the way to when you dump the charge to the dropping the coffee is completely roasted. And you can chart the roast. If you find a roast profile that you like with that particular coffee, you can save that and you can duplicate that chart and that profile for that coffee.